Hello, so I'm just making a video about some of the Hot Wheels mainlines I've been getting. There's a few of them you see in front of you. You might see one that's not Hot Wheels either. This is something I've reviewed a while ago. This is the Sparky Toyota TS050 Hybrid. I'm putting it here because it's got a bit of a problem. I think it's kind of using like a sticker or some kind of like water slide decal, and you can see the corners kind of peeling. So I'm just gonna I'm keeping it out before I know exactly what to do. Probably glue it back. And to do that, I need to find where I left my glue after moving. So it's gonna be here for a couple of days at least. Don't have all the time in the world to be looking for glue, but there's also a few ones that's out of frame. Just what's coming next: the P1, the Koenigsegg, as well as the Corvette. But I am going to start with I'm gonna start with the American car, I guess, a Corvette ZR1, actually, ZR1, the 19 yeah. Great, it's been a while, right? It's a 2019 Corvette ZR1, god damn it. It's a new casting for this year, and it's really gorgeous. For the most part, I'm not the biggest fan of the larger rear wheels, but it's not too bad. It doesn't affect the stance. It just unrealistically large rear wheels, which, you know, could be worse. Nothing outrageous for the rims, so that's a good choice as far as I'm concerned. Really nice painting on the front. What can I do with the lighting to make it a bit... it's fine. I think it's more than anything else just the white in the back that's making it look like it's overexposed, which I guess for it is, but whatever. Nice that it has side mirrors as well. Hot Wheels doesn't always do that. The back spoiler is a bit chunky, but you can't expect. At the scale and at this price point, you can see the Corvette logo at the back. Here you go. The back lights are a bit weird. This is exactly what it looks like on camera. I think this is how it's supposed to be. I don't think it's an error or misprint or anything like that. It's supposed to look like this. I'm not quite sure why of this. I think the white borders might just be a little too thick, but I think this is by design, however that might be. The front looks nice as well. Yeah, it's this ZR1 is a proper supercar, right? As opposed to the stock Corvette. Yeah, nice vents on the bottom as well. One thing I've noticed is it's the borders of this one isn't exactly supposed to be like this, just as far as the lines go. I think it's supposed to like go back a little bit more, so it's going to be covered by the for instance, the side plastic part, which is a part of the base. I think that's more how it's supposed to be like. So this is not 100% accurate, but it's still overall a really nice new casting. Oh, by the way, you can see the front was the black part, right? Originally I thought this was like some kind of misprint or something, but it looks like every image I've seen has some sort of this, so I'm not sure if this is how on purpose this is, but it looks cool either way, so I think it's pretty nice. Is this the only American car I gotten? It looks like it, yeah. So I'm gonna moving on to British cars. Yeah, British cars. And McLaren P1. This is nothing, you know, super interesting. Just a recolor for McLaren P1. I got this. I'm not sure I want to keep it, to be perfectly honest. I have a Zamac one, and you know, it's a basic model. It's a really good one. I've compared it with the Taiwan 711 supercar collection, and it's which shows this one is pretty much a true 164, just as far as like the basic dimensions go, not necessarily the proportions, which is probably tuned somehow, but yeah, it's a good casting to have, although yeah, I'm not sure I'm gonna end up keeping this one. But something much more interesting is the McLaren Speedtail, which is right here. Honestly exceeded my expectations a little. Literally the only one improvement I might want is to have like painted headlights. Cause like it's not, you know, it's not super painted, right? The back looks nice. You can see the McLaren logo. And the Speedtail, so pretty nice backlights. There's one red stripe going down the top, as well as the McLaren logo at the front, but having the headlight printed will be nice, even though it's like a tiny little bit, right? It doesn't distract from the whole thing, but it will be nice. And, you know, it's one side, or I think this will count as one side, right? Or are these two, or do they go through the tempo machine twice just to get this and this? But it doesn't kill the whole thing, and it's nice to have like different rims. So I think originally I saw people posting on Reddit, it's like, this one is better than the Atomica version. I was like, no, it can't be. But now I don't have the Atomica version, but I must say this one just in the hand feels nicer than the, well, feels not necessarily nicer, because as far as production value goes, like Atomica is better. I feel like just as far as execution goes, but like as far as design goes, especially having the mismatched rims as the real thing does. Yeah, I can see why people would think the Hot Wheels is better, and I might have to agree. Although you can see when I say execution stuff like this, you can see missing a little bit of paint right here. Excuse me, but this side looks pretty good. Next up, make sure it's out of frame. Let's go German. In German, I only have one. This is the 915 Safari. So this is a slightly older casting, and I feel like this is one of the castings that Hot Wheels have modified themselves. So I'm not quite sure how much, how authentic it is. I guess the Matchbox has made a better version, but this thing is still pretty cool. So basically, carved out the back. You see a spare tire, oil can, or whatever it is, gasoline, Porsche 5. It looks all really nice, Luftgekühlt, which means air cooled, right, in German. And apparently I figured out. Well, I heard from Lamley actually. This is like a car show, mainly for Porsches. So it's pretty nice. And the front doesn't have any headlight paint because the headlights will be is hidden behind. Well, this is where the headlights are supposed to be, and it's been taken over by the rally front fenders, not fenders, rally. The front. Damn it, English is so hard sometimes. Bumper, like the rally lights and all that. I like the wheels, really nice looking rims. It feels more Matchbox, which is probably why it feels more nicer, more realistic. Nice back styling as well. Obviously no print because one side, two side, three sides, and that's they're not going to do any more than that. One thing I don't like is how it has a chip on the top. This is how it came out of the package. I didn't realize it was an error, so probably didn't have enough Zamac poured into the mold. A bit unfortunate. If I get another one, I will buy it. It doesn't kill it, but it's a bit annoying to say the least. Next up, a Swedish car. It's the Koenigsegg. What Jesko, right? It's named after Christian von Koenigsegg's dad, Jesko von Koenigsegg. Track focus super hypercar, right? Probably will be the better nomenclature for it. Looks really cool. The back wings are a little bit too blocky, and especially the line for the back of the spoiler. Like right here, this line should be going much more inside, much sharper angle. But again, at this price point, at this scale, can't fault them for not going far enough. No backlights, which is a bit of a shame. But you do see the exhaust as well as the Koenigsegg written right here, which is pretty nice. And everything else is nicely painted, including the Koenigsegg shield as well as the headlights. Some nice neon green trims. Yeah, overall great looking. Now back to the last ones would be Japanese cars, and first I'm gonna start with the hype machine, right? I got this because of the Momo Deco, and I do know it is a 510 wagon. Not the biggest fan of the 510 wagons. I think I've expressed this before. I mean, it's a lot better than the standard 510 coupe. But still, with the Momo livery, it's hard to say no for $1, right? Kaido House, JNC, Momo, and I do like the Momo livery. This is the first one I have with the black as the main color, which is pretty cool. Momo is one of the liveries that I like the most, and I think my girlfriend agrees with me as well, so it doesn't hurt to get one for $1. No headlight printing, which is unfortunate because I think the front of the car is where it looks the best as far as the Hot Wheels casting goes. But I get why they didn't do it because of the livery. Nice for $1. not much more than that. And the last two cars are going to be Toyotas. First of all, this is a Toyota Tundra for the 2020, well, now no longer 2020 Tokyo Olympics. It's a nice looking car. I originally considered just like leaving it in the package. I was like, nah, what's the point? And I don't think I'm gonna be collecting the entire set either. Doesn't feel the need to do all of the fantasy cars. So all of the fantasy cars from this set I still have in package, and I'll probably donate them somewhere before I leave the country. Toyota 2020 baseball, nice lifted pickup truck. I would assume it's lifted, right? It looks way too tall for what it is. Because of the lighting, you probably can't see the hood that well, but this is what it looks like, Toyota 2020. The actual paint is a lot sharper than what you're going to be able to... Oh, this is a nice angle, yeah. It's pretty sharp print. Happy to have that. Last but not least, this is the Toyota 2000 GT. Cool casting that we haven't seen in a while. And this one represents karate, which makes sense. The Hot Wheels logo here is a bit misprinted. Bit of a shame, but no biggie. Again, the logo on top, missing a little bit of paint, pink paint. Not great, but not terrible. It's okay. And getting these two, this kind of livery deco, usually it's not my thing, but it's for the Tokyo Olympics, which is a nice historical items, I think. I'm not doing this because, oh my god, they're gonna make me rich or whatever, but it's a nice thing to remember, right? And obviously we all want to remember 2020 and not just try to throw it out of my mind as soon as possible. But yeah, this is all of the mainlines I've gotten recently. Is there anything I really want to get but I still haven't gotten? Yeah, not really. I did not pick up, I could have, but I did not pick up the GMC Cyclone because I don't like it that much, honestly. I mean, the casting, it looks really cool, but it doesn't have it does not have front light painting, which I think is kind of crucial for that kind of casting. I don't need the Marlboro Inspire livery, but I think headlights it's kind of a must. And I guess I made an exception for Momo for the wagon because it's like a special livery and I can live with that. I'm sure there are other things I wanted to get, but I can't really remember. The Wyra Roaster would be nice as well. Obviously, I would love if I can get the Super, but I would take the basic as well. The one that's from the Exotics 5-pack. I don't think it's done that well, and the version I got, it's a little misprinted. Nothing terrible, but just would like to have something different. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and talk to you later. Bye.